Welcome into a UFC 306 prediction video, our first of three here. I'm very excited for this card. We're talking about Diego Lopes against Brian Ortega in a fight that we thought we were already going to see, but it got canceled. This was, of course, at UFC 304. I don't know the exact number, but we were supposed to see Diego Lopes versus Brian Ortega. Brian Ortega had a step down day of the fight because he was sick. They made it a catch weight and everything for him, or they moved it up to lightweight was what they did, and then he couldn't make it. He was sick, so they brought in Dan Ige, and they made it a catch weight like 165. They brought in Dan Ige. Diego Lopes ended up winning the fight. Honestly, not as convincingly as I thought. I didn't think he fought that well, and I thought if he fought like that with Brian Ortega, I thought Brian Ortega would have won. Now, Brian Ortega, I think, is a guy that is really good. I think we all know this, but like a lot of us, I don't know where his head's at right now, and I think that's a big problem, especially when we look at a guy like Brian Ortega. I think every time people are like, "Is his head really in the game? Is he really there?" And he comes out and somehow wins a lot, and a lot of the times in his fights, he beat Yair Rodriguez in his last fight. That was a big-time win. We were on him in that fight. That was a big-time win. Now, I look at this line, and you could probably get minus 180, plus 150. Is about the average line you can probably find. The best numbers right now, minus 175 for Diego Lopes, plus 160 for Brian Ortega you can find. Yes, I believe Diego Lopes should be favored. He's the up-and-comer. He's the younger guy. We don't know what Brian Ortega is going to look like. I think Diego Lopes should be the favorite in this fight. However, I don't know about minus 175. And I thought this coming into the first fight that was supposed to happen. I don't know why he's minus 180. I just don't see it. My line would probably be closer to minus 140, maybe minus 130, which means that this is a bet. This is a bet. I don't know if I'm going to do one unit just because it's already plus 160. I'll probably do like 3/4 of a unit on this. But I will be betting Brian Ortega to defeat Diego Lopes. I think this is a big jump in competition now for Diego Lopes. This is a top guy. Like, this is a guy that on any given night could be a world champion. You know what I mean? Like, he could beat Holloway or Volkanovski. I know he didn't, but he could on any given day beat those guys. Like, that's how good this guy is, right? And I get it, Diego Lopes, someone would say, oh, he's a future champion. He's going to beat Ilia Topuria. He's going to be the one to knock down Ilia Topuria. Let's slow down a little bit. Let's get him through Diego Lopes. I don't necessarily know if he can do it. I want to see it. I'm going to pay he can see it. I predict that that's more likely than Diego Lopes happened. I do predict that. Not minus 180. Not minus 180. The true odds of winning this fight to me are not minus 180. They're closer to minus 140. It's a 40-cent line difference. I will gladly bet Brian Ortega in the spot to get a victory against Diego Lopes. That's our first fight prediction of the UFC 306 card at the Sphere. Very exciting. My name is Joshua C. We got more prediction videos of all the other fights, the main event, the co-main on the channel, so go check those out. Hit the subscribe button too while you're at it. My name is Joshua C. Thank you.